The most common question we get in the store, besides how much do the guns cost, is how many FPS are they? What the people are asking is how many feet per second, or what is the velocity of the projectile as it's coming out of the barrel? Well, with a little help from some movie magic and some slow motion photography, we decided to test a few of the more popular guns here to find out exactly how fast they're shooting. Our good buddy Mike decided to stop in and play crash test dummy so we could actually see firsthand not only how fast the guns are shooting, but exactly what does it feel like to get hit with these things. Our first candidate for today is the G17 made by KWC. This is a Glock 17 copy that is a full blowback gas gun that uses green gas. We found out that the muzzle velocity from this particular gun is around 290 feet per second. That's at the muzzle. The guy that we're shooting at with this particular gun today is about 20 feet away, and we found that over that distance you lose about 25% of your muzzle velocity. So at that distance we're getting about 226 feet per second. So let's see what that looks like. Up next, we've got the HFC Darkhawk, which is another Glockish looking pistol. It's another gas blowback. The manufacturer of this particular gun rates it at around 300 feet per second. We tested this gun and we got it at around 350 feet per second, which basically proves my point that temperature is a lot to do with how fast these guns will shoot. Obviously, gas expands when it's warm and contracts when it's cold, so if it's a warm room or a warm day and you're shooting, you're going to get a slightly higher muzzle velocity out of it. Now, downrange, when this one's shooting, it's impacting at around 260 feet per second. So let's give this one a try and see how it does. Up next, we've got the UTG M324. It's a Remington-style sniper rifle. It's a bolt-action spring, which means you have to cock it each time you shoot it. It gives you a muzzle velocity of around 600 feet per second, and it's fairly accurate for a smoothbore rifle. Now, I wouldn't call this a toy by any stretch of the imagination, considering that, a lot of pellet guns that are out there that are shooting either 22 or 177 caliber are shooting actually less than what this thing is shooting. So make sure you're wearing safety glasses and so on when you're trying something like this. So let's see how this one does. We also decided to get out the old M249 saw. This particular one's made by A&K and has a muzzle velocity of around 350 feet per second, which is pretty hot. So we figured, we're spending about 20 bucks on pizza to get Mike to do this thing, so why not hit him with something that's worth it? So let's see how this one does. Last up, we've got the GSG 522, which is an MP5 style submachine gun. This particular gun is a blowback electric, so every time you fire it, the action moves inside of it, and it gives you a little bit of a feeling of recoil as well. Couple that with the fact that this thing is giving you around 500 feet per second muzzle velocity and a rate of fire, I'd say somewhere between 400 and 500 rounds per minute. This is a real stinger. I'm not sure Mike knew exactly what he was getting into when we decided to shoot him with this one, but you can make up your mind for yourself when you see this footage. That's about it for today. And as you can see from our little live fire experiment, that looking for higher velocities in airsoft guns is something of a double-edged sword, because as hot as your gun may be, there's always going to be somebody out there that's going to have a little more FPS than you, and they're going to want to shoot your ass off. So just be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. In the meantime, be safe, wear eye protection, and we'll see you next week.